Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be, YouTube. How are you this morning? This is an episode of Opinions and A-Holes, where everybody has an opinion and some in the A-hole. Some of our opinions have us coming off as A-holes when we're just simply telling the truth. So this morning, I woke up, I wanted to just touch base on understanding yourself a whole lot better and just keeping the faith, man. It's getting crazy out in this world. A lot of people are pointing out the problems over and over and over again, but no one's talking about solutions. So therefore, that's where I want to be at. I want to start solving our problems in society and in our environment, in which nobody's being held accountable for their actions and their ways. I've hold myself accountable all the time for all the dumbass stuff I done did in my life. A lot of choices and decisions I made was simply my fault. Overthinking the situation or thinking that if I did that, that would work, or, just making bad choices. So, first thing we have to do is hold ourselves accountable about everything, in which trying to figure out things, sometimes you just pause. Just push the pause button, get your head together, and think about what it is you're trying to do and what goal you're trying to accomplish. I want to be a cautionary tale. A couple of videos I made so far have been pointing out that I own the state of my life right now due to the fact that I made choices and decisions that wasn't in my best behalf. You know what I mean? It didn't suit me well. I'm not beating myself up no more. I just want to make somebody feel better. Now I'm understanding we all make mistakes, man. It's all right. Just hold on to be strong and learn from them and move on. But if you living life like like the movie Groundhog Day, where every day you wake up it's the same thing over and over and over again, I get it. You know what I mean? You have to make changes, and you have to make changes that benefit you and that sit well with your spirit, sits well with your heart. But I know for a fact that if you go and pray and ask God to show you a way, I'm not getting into what like people like Dr. Umar Johnson and everybody saying, man, because everybody got a path to God. You just got to figure out the one that works for you. Like, I hear a lot of condemnation from folks telling people they going to hell and they going to die and this, that. Where's the love, man? You praying to a white Jesus and pain and I mean, and I don't understand when he became the wisest man in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about Dr. Umar Johnson. When did he become the wisest person in the world? I'm gonna challenge him. My challenge to him is this: I'm tired of hearing about the problems. We all know what the problems are. There's a lack of respect in our community. There's a lack of accountability. There's parents who think because they struggle that they're going to make the path for their children easier by spoiling them and not telling them. I was in the store yesterday and a mom kept calling the son. She kept calling him. She kept calling him. She was like, Lewis. Lewis had his head smack dab in his phone, right? And he basically didn't even raise his head up. And then I said, wow. Me and this older lady was standing there. I said, wow. He don't even hear his mom calling him. And me and the lady was like, well, you know how old people walk around with their head down like this? And they're old and their posture is mad because they got osteoporosis or something like that. And they head down. That's how the young man head down. He didn't even hear his mom calling him. And then I said, dang. I said, all kids is like that, huh? She was like, yeah, I can't do nothing about it. And me and the older lady was like, you can do something about him. You can take the phone from him and tell him to pay attention. Y'all in the store shopping, and he's supposed to, instead of paying attention to what's going on, I guess to keep him happy, or he's on the spectrum, or whatever, what the case may be, that if you take his phone from him, he's going to snap out. The bottom line is, why can't you do nothing? I'm just asking you, as his mother, why can't you tell him, boy, put that phone down and pay attention to what's going on around you? I've called you. My mom used to have a rule: I only call you once. I ain't gonna be calling you 3 or 4 times. I gotta call you once. I'm going upside your head. And I got that. My mom I was either ignoring or paying attention or didn't hear or whatever, and she called me more than once, and I didn't hear her. She went upside my head. So right now, I'm trying to manifest my future. I can't do nothing about yesterday. It's gone. But I'm all over the place right now. But the point is, we keep saying what we can't do to our kids. We allow our society, as far as black and brown kids is concerned, they want them to be on a pipeline to jail. That's what school is. I listen to a lot of people, and I agree that school should be bright. It should be about things that, everybody's not going to be a scientist. Everybody's not going to be a doctor. Everybody's not going to be an engineer, and people are railing against working a hard, working a job, a manual labor job, because everybody wants to be lazy, including myself. I checked out 4 years ago. I was driving the truck one day, and I just couldn't take it no more. I was driving, and I was saying to myself, who am I helping? What am I doing? Who am I helping driving this truck? Yeah, I'm making a good living, and I'm making a decent living, but I wasn't helping nobody. I wasn't helping nobody because I'm driving a truck, number one. Number two, it's all kinds of antiquated rules of truck driving that don't make sense. If I show up to a place and my appointment is at 6 o'clock in the morning, there's a 2-hour free labor that the receiver gets. So if you get there on time at 5:55 and you check in, they say, okay, go to door number 7. You go to door number 7 to open the doors of your track or your trailer. You back to the truck. You back to the door. You back up to the dock, and you sit there. They don't have to unload you until 7:59. No, yeah, 7:59. So if your appointment was at 6, you give them 2 free hours of labor. Where they do that at? I've been saying it for years, so that's one of the reasons I became disenfranchised. So I'm no different, but the difference between me and people who have never worked a job, I've been working since 1986 up to 2020. So that's what, almost 40 years, give or take. So with that being said, it is what it is. I'm just trying to figure things out, taking one day at a time. Just understand that we got to stop making excuses. Instead of always talking about the problem, find solutions. That was a bar right there. So I'm trying to make the videos over 8 minutes. So it's been 9 minutes. The bottom line is, I'm tired of everybody talking about the problems. We got to find solutions. What are the solutions for us as a people? Because our communities are going down due to the fact that we don't want to hold people accountable for their actions and ways, and we want to allow our children to do what they want to do. I'm no different. Our kids watch way too much. They don't even play outside no more. They don't run. That's why there's obesity. They don't interact with one another. Everything is on this phone. So I'm just trying to make a difference in the world with my opinion and my point of view. So it's video number 1 for the day. The gist of it is working as a community and with unity to make things better. So have a good day. Peace and God bless. Talk to you in a minute. Subscribe, like the videos. Thank you.